Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to explain 4 important categories of supplies that purchasing and supply chain professionals use: critical, leverage, bottleneck and regular. Understanding these categories allows you to apply the right strategies to manage your supplies and ensure smooth operations. Let's get into it. Number 1, critical supplies. These are items that are essential to keeping your operations running and meeting customer demand. Things like key raw materials, components, or ingredients would be considered critical. If you run out of these items, it will cause major disruptions and downtime. For example, in a hospital, critical supplies include life-saving medications and medical equipment. In manufacturing, a critical supply might be a specialized component necessary for the production process. Number 2, leverage supplies. With these items, you have negotiating power with suppliers, maybe because there are alternative sources available. Leveraging supplies typically include basic tools or general use materials. Things like basic raw materials are also classified as leverage supplies. It also includes standard components used in most vehicles such as tires, brakes, and exhaust systems. Number 3, bottleneck supplies. Bottleneck supplies constrain your production rates because of limited sources or supplier capacities. For example, a particular component may only be available from one vendor's factory running at maximum capacity. Shortages of bottlenecks severely impact operations. In manufacturing, a bottleneck in the supply chain might involve specialized machine parts that are challenging to produce, as well as proprietary software and control systems designed for specific vehicle functions. Number 4, regular supplies. These are routine, consumable and materials that are easily available from multiple vendors. Things like office supplies, common MRO spares, and regular raw materials fall into this category. Examples of routine supplies include office paper, cleaning supplies, or common hardware items like screws and nails. Now let's discuss what firms should do to manage these supplies. Critical supplies. Effective management of critical supplies requires a multifaceted approach to minimize supply chain risks. Number 1, multi-sourcing. By qualifying alternate suppliers and having backup vendors in place, we create contingency plans if our primary source faces disruptions. Secondary suppliers reduce risk of interruptions and provide options if capacities fall short. A multi-vendor approach is crucial protection for securing critical supplies. Number 2, safety stocks. Carrying strategic inventory buffers allows maintaining output despite unexpected demand surges or supply issues. Using historical data and lead time analysis helps determine optimal safety stock levels. Though extra carrying costs are incurred, the risk mitigation value justifies the investment for critical supplies. Number 3, inventory monitoring. Tracking inventory positions, consumption rates, and reorder points gives early warning to avoid critical item stockouts. As lead times can be lengthy, closely monitoring and promptly acting at trigger points is essential to timely replenishment. This disciplined monitoring prevents costly interruptions. Number 4, contingency planning. Developing emergency response plans prepares us to react quickly if critical supply disruptions happen. Mapping contingencies for supplier failure, shipping delays, or natural disasters enable a rapid coordinated crisis response. This minimizes operational impacts. Number 5. Securing supply. Methods like contracted minimum order quantities, long-term agreements, and priority supply arrangements guarantee access to critical supplies. Even if market shortages occur, these binding commitments contractually obligate delivery from our vendors. Number 6. Supplier relationships. Strategic partnerships and transparency with critical vendors provide visibility into their operations, risks, and roadmaps. This enables proactive contingency planning. Close collaboration is key to securing uninterrupted access to essential supplies. Number 7. Premium paying. When supplies become extremely scarce, paying above market prices may be needed to get essential quantities from constrained vendors. While undesirable, this is preferable to halting production due to lack of critical materials, justifying the premium cost. Bottleneck supplies. Now let's discuss the strategies to forbear bottleneck supplies. Collaborative planning. Shared demand forecast well in advance allows suppliers to plan capacity and demand shortages. By working together on production plans, we can identify constraints and align delivery schedules. Close collaboration provides visibility into the supplier's operations, inventory, and flexibility. This enables proactive planning to avoid surprise bottlenecks. Number 2. Alternate sourcing. Exploring alternate suppliers or substitute materials for bottleneck items provide backups if the primary vendors can't deliver needed volumes. This widens the supply base and reduces sole dependency on one supplier. Secondary vendors can be qualified as emergency options to guarantee supply continuity. Number 3. Inventory stockpiles. By analyzing historical demand patterns, we can determine optimal quantities of bottleneck supplies to stockpile. Though carrying costs are incurred, buffer inventories provide insurance against shortages from limited suppliers. Storing surplus supplies close to manufacturing allows rapid availability if bottleneck arise. Number 4. Increasing internal capacity. For highly customized or proprietary bottleneck supplies, increasing internal production capacity can be the most economical option long term. Though it requires capital investment, building our own capacity reduces dependency on external vendors. We gain greater control despite higher cost. Number 5. Long-term agreements. Entering 1 to 3 year supply contracts with defined minimum purchase quantities can secure priority access from vendors with limited capacity. Guaranteed volume provides certainty to supplier in return for ensured supply access even during periods of market shortages. Number 6. Paying expediting fees. In severe shortage situations, paying premiums for rush transportation allows bottleneck supplies to be moved fastest method possible. By absorbing these extra freight costs, we can prevent production line stoppages despite supply challenges. The value gained outweighs short-term material cost. Leverage supplies. Now let's discuss the strategies to manage leverage supplies. Number 1. Consolidating purchases. By coordinating across our business unit, we consolidate purchase volume to maximize scale when sourcing leverage supplies. Aggregating demand from all sides gives us enormous combined purchasing power and negotiating leverage with vendors. Number 2. Comparative bidding. Running structured comparative bid processes allows multiple suppliers to vie for our consolidated business volumes. This surfaces the optimal market pricing from vendors willing to offer competitive deals to win our scale orders. Number 3, negotiating discounts. The magnitude of our aggregated purchases provides strong negotiating power to obtain discounts, deferred payments, and other concessions from suppliers. Vendors readily offer these benefits to secure our substantial leverage supply volumes. Number 4, formula pricing. Establishing dynamic pricing formulas indexed to published commodity benchmark ties our cost directly to market rate fluctuations. This ensures our leverage supply cost remain competitive as market conditions change. Number 5, e-procurement. Implementing e-procurement technology brings automation efficiencies to leverage supply sourcing. Streamlined workflows, online catalogs, and bidding platform optimize procurement of these routine purchases. Number 6, requirement pooling. We maximize economy of scale advantages by pooling organization-wide requirements for leverage supplies. Our combined cross-facility demand volumes gives us outsized purchasing power that suppliers actively compete to fulfill. Now, this is the time to discuss managing the routine supplies, just-in-time inventory. By maintaining minimal regular supply inventories and using just-in-time replenishment, we reduce carrying cost while still meeting needs. Smaller on-hand balances lower warehousing expenses. Standardizing specifications. Limiting SKU variants by standardizing on common specifications simplifies purchasing and inventory management for regular supplies. This prevents complexity and inefficiency. Number 3, order aggregation. We aggregate regular supply orders across operating departments to consolidate purchase quantities. This allows capturing quantity discounts from suppliers through pooled procurement. Number 4, vendor managed inventory. Implementing vendor managed inventory program offloads forecasting, ordering, and stocking of regular supplies to trusted suppliers. This simplifies inventory management. Number 5, supplier scorecards. We develop rigorous key performance metrics to monitor supplier performance on regular supplies. Scorecards track quality, cost, delivery, reliability, and responsiveness. Number 1, process automation. Automating repetitive manual tasks in the regular supply procurement process boosts efficiency. Technologies like e-procurement streamline routinely sourced purchases. In supply chain and inventory management, distinguishing between these supply categories is crucial. It helps organizations prioritize procurement, allocate resources efficiently, and maintain appropriate inventory levels, ensuring smooth and efficient operations. At BoxedIn Supply Chain, our dedication lies in unveiling one box at a time. We believe this video has expanded your understanding of diverse supply categories. If you're eager to explore further depths of the supply chain, stay connected with us. Be sure to subscribe and activate notifications for updates on upcoming topics. Let's keep pushing boundaries one box at a time. Until our next journey, keep thinking beyond the box.